Business 101 students, welcome. Instructor Robertson here. We are rounding into week 4. I just wanted to send out a video introducing the items for this week, recap some of the things we've worked on in the last 3 weeks, and talk to you about a couple of other items that are up on the docket. All right, so for the past couple weeks, we have been working on chapters 1 through 6. So in week 1, I'm going to do a quick recap. We had chapters 1 and 2, and you were picking a company that you were interested in, be thinking about that company. And I know, I think I still need to post up about our project that we are going to be doing toward the end of the semester relating to your company. So I will do that next week because we have a midterm exam this week, so I don't want to overload. We have chapters 1 and 2 homework. So you had your first discussion and chapter 1 and 2 homework in week 1. If for some reason you did not send that to me, or you have a 0 in the grade book, it means I did not receive it, or you did not post in the discussion, please do so as soon as possible or reach out to me from week 1. Some points are better than no points. If you get me the homework, even if it's late, you will get some points, right? If you do not, having 0 points for any assignment is really going to hurt your grade terribly. So make sure that you are thinking about that. Also, when you send me things, send them to my email. Do not send them through Blackboard. Sometimes I do not get those messages. Sometimes the attachments don't come through. It is a glitch in the system and unfortunate. But send them directly to my email, crobertson@ec3pa.org. That was in week 1. Week 2, most of you have handed in things and done a great job. We had a video there, Is Business Ethics an Oxymoron? We had chapters 3 and 4, and then the homework questions from 3 and 4 were due. In week 3, which just was last night, so week 1 and week 2 and discussion 1, I have those grades in the grade book for what I have so far. Now, unless you just got me something last night or in the last day or so for that week 1 and week 2 and discussion. Week 3, some of those are posted. I posted some of those grades if I had work from you already over the weekend. If you just got your work into me, be patient. I will get those grades up in the next day or two in the grade book so you can see if you are missing anything. Now, week 3 was chapters 5 and 6, and that really is where we come to an end for the items that were on. There were a couple parts to that. There was a discussion, and in week 3, right? So you needed to have that done, and there were also 2 homework assignments relating to business formation was the discussion. And so all of that stuff, chapters 1 through 6, is what's fair game for the midterm. The midterm, I will post that. Let's see. What class is this? This is 101. I will post that on Friday, 9:16 in the morning. I will have a video with it. I will send you, it will be available on Blackboard. It will also be sent to you in an email with a video from me introducing what's happening in the exam and how it's to be turned in and all of those items, right? Kind of talking about the exam. So that will be Friday, so look for that. I realize some of you are at work or busy and you don't see it until later in the day or maybe Saturday. That is fine. Just make sure that you are looking out for that. It will also be available on Blackboard if you can't find it in your email or something like that. It's a Word doc, so you can write right on it. It's multiple choice and short answer. Relates heavily to your homework. So the more thorough you've been doing your homework, the better you're going to do on the exam. So that is one of the key things that's this week. So chapters 1 through 6. The items for this week, chapters 7 and 8, are not on the exam, right? So when you look at week 4, you will see chapter 7 and chapter 8. There's also a short video there on accounting equation basics, and that relates to chapter 8. So from your text, some of you may have purchased the text, some of you have it online. However you like to look at items, that is fine. So chapter 7 in your text. Chapter 7 refers to small business and entrepreneurship. So some of you, I don't know if any of you, let me look, are in my, I don't think any of you are in my ENT class, and I'm not sure if any of you, maybe you took another, you've already taken ENT 110. But ENT 110, really, because this is a 101 class, each chapter touches on a whole class, right? A whole course that you can take. And actually, you can take multiple courses. But talking about entrepreneurship, economic rocket fuel, and explaining reasons from this chapter, you'll learn about why would you launch a business, right? And so the chapter talks a little bit about that. Some, the typical entrepreneurial mindset and some characteristics, right, that you kind of need to hone in on if you're interested in becoming an entrepreneur. How some small some funding opportunities, looking at different opportunities that are out there and analyzing threats that might affect the business that you're interested in opening. How to be a business owner, right, and how to be successful. And also thinking about, the economic contributions of small businesses. So think about some of the small businesses that you patronize here, right? Like or there's a small restaurant or a hair salon or a shoe store, whatever it might be, nail salon. Those are all small businesses that are here and operating, right, and contributing to the overall economic health of our community, and providing a higher quality or a higher standard of living because we have more items to choose from, right? And offering things that maybe we wouldn't have offered to us did they not exist. So that is chapter 7. Chapter 8 starts to talk about accounting, right? And you can get a PhD in accounting. So accounting, we will only talk about a few of the basic items, assets, liabilities, and equity, right? Those are the 3 components of the accounting equation, which in the video that is up in this week, you will see some items relating to the accounting equation. Decision making by the numbers, right? So that's chapter 8. You're going to talk about different types of accounting, managerial and financial, the different stakeholders that read different types of accounting sheets, some of the goals and principles of accounting, key elements, right? That when we look at financial statements, what are the statement of cash flows, statement of owner's equity, a balance sheet, those types of things, expense sheets, right? How do we talk about those, right? Revenue and expenses, those items. So there's certain sheets that kind of summarize those things, and that's what accountants use, or you can use to start your own business, just having some accounting background, looking at budgeting process and how that might apply to your business, right? How do you pay bills? Money comes in, money goes out, things like that. So that really talking about accounting is what is chapter 8. So for this week, your homework, there is no discussion post, but you have homework for chapter 7 and 8. So you're going to read those chapters. Chapter 8 also has a video that goes along with it. You have homework questions from both chapters. You also then will have the midterm. Those homework questions are due next Monday, the 19th. You also will have your midterm that is due by 11:59 p.m. next Monday, the 19th. So that is, and then next week, week 5, we will start to talk about the project and the company that you originally chose that you were interested in working with. And I will give you some ideas and some examples of things that you can write into your short paper when you are kind of analyzing your company. And then we will also have a short PowerPoint that I will have you make up and give you some tools for that. That will be in week 5, though. So if you have questions about week 4, please reach out to me via text, 814-490-6473, via email, crobertson@ec3pa.org. Also, we have Campus Help. Our librarian, our librarian, Mary Howes, is on campus all day, every day. Dean Bowman in Student Services, Clarissa Stewart-Baker, Andrea Campbell, they are on campus all day. You can call or stop in. You can always reach out to me as well. I can Zoom with you if you need. So there's help out there. If you need other help outside academic, we also have other resources that we can tap into or give you information on. Now, there are a couple items also that are new or that I am highlighting. If you are in the business program and you have it scheduled for the second 8 weeks, we have the Business 221, which is called Production Management, is now being offered as an online course for the next 8 weeks. That begins October 20th, and I will be teaching that class. It is an online class, similar format to this class, has weekly items that are due, different readings, different videos, different homework assignments, discussions, and a project, right? So a lot of our business classes have a similar format because we found I've found over the years that having these items for each individual class, right, is really how that you digest the best, right? Whether you want to or not, you're going to digest when you read and then review the PowerPoint, which is an outline, see videos that relate from different folks that relate to the chapters, use the homework assignments to really think about and apply items from the chapter, have some coordinating discussion posts, and also a project then that relates to the overall learning of the classroom or of the course. And so it's similar in production management. It is a required course for the business, 2-year business program here. So if you want to get that out of the way, this would be a great opportunity because it's flexible. It's online. Same format as this course. There's weekly stuff due, and that is Business 221. You can register for that through on campus. You can physically go on campus. You could register through your workday. You can let me know you're interested and I'll point you in the right direction. So that is an online course. There also is another course, Microeconomics, which I am not teaching, but the materials are, I support the materials and I'm talking with the instructor who is wonderful. I've taught microeconomics for years, probably over a decade now, but years and years, and I love micro. That is a great course as well. As a business major, the current curriculum requires that you take either micro or macro, and it's about supply and demand, right? All relates to supply and demand and some basic key elements of economics. And so that is an evening course. It is up at the Skills Center, which is off of Oliver Road up there in Upper Peach. And that is a night class. That is Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're looking for an in-person course with a great instructor, that microeconomics course is what you want to take. And that is 6 to 8:45 Tuesdays and Thursdays for the 8-week term. If you have questions about these courses, you can always contact the school and get registered at Student Services, contact me, or you can register yourself. So I will remind you of those coming up the next 8 weeks. So we keep moving. Then we have a large winter break after that second 8 weeks. So if you're really hitting the books hard, you'll have some time to breathe, right, after that. So have a wonderful week. I will be emailing you Friday morning with a new video and with the midterm, kind of giving you an update on that. So it is 11:30 here on my time. And so have a wonderful rest of your morning and a wonderful afternoon today and a great week 4.